Shears. Okay, this is going to be your go-to kitchen tool. I'm telling you, they are so much sharper and stronger than your average scissors. You're going to get so much use out of them. You can cut herbs, you can cut vegetables, and even bone. I mean, you can use them on practically anything. $26.98 is the sale price. It's called the Set of Two Classic Kitchen Shears, no reorder, and this price goes up at the end of the day. Let me show you these color options. You're looking here at navy. We also have gray. Here is red. And I'm happy to welcome in our guest, Jeremy. But first, let me show you the other color on QVC.com. This is our limited option here, fewer than 100. Tangerine is this color on QVC.com. Okay, time to welcome in our guest, Jeremy Parker. He is a chef, a kitchen innovation expert. Welcome in. What do you got cooking, good looking?
Hey, well, nice to meet you. First off, it's a pleasure. And yeah, so again, Kuhn Rikon, we know them and love them here at QVC, and this is going to be a great hour. I'm really excited about this, especially starting off with these shears, because these are the heaviest duty Kuhn Rikon shears that you can get. We've loved these in the past. You've probably seen them for many years, but Kuhn Rikon decided we are going to make a very heavy duty, see how thick that gauge is there on shears, that has a spring here, which means that you can cut through things that are, it adds a lot of strength instead of just using scissors. Difference between shears and scissors, okay?
Yeah.
So, and just to give you an idea, here is a bone. I got a chicken wing, okay? I could actually just go and cut right through that chicken bone. Let me do that again in case you missed that. Right through that bone like nothing. I mean, so in the kitchen, you're gonna use these for things, let me just wipe these off here, for things like lobster tails or crab legs, or even if you just wanna chop vegetables, it's a great shear. One of my favorite ways to do a chicken is to spatchcock it, which means that you cut it down the back and flatten it out so it cooks evenly. It's the best way. But even for things like herbs or whatnot, it's just a great way to chop, so you don't, if you don't want to use a knife, maybe you have some green onions and you want to chop those. It's just so many times that you need shears in the kitchen, even if you're just opening up, like, you know, packages, bacon or ham, or if you even wanted to cut the ham itself, I can go just sort of right through the middle there. This piece right there, and then cut that piece of ham also.
It's so much easier, Jeremy. I have a daughter, she loves steak. I was making her a steak every day. She wanted her protein, and I got sick of cutting it with a knife and fork. Could I also use these shears for steak as well?
I guess.
Is that weird?
Why not?
So using a knife and fork like over and over every day, I was like thinking that might be easier.
My friend, she cuts pizza with shears. So
genius.
These are food grade.
Yeah.
And here, okay, so also when you store them, they have a clamp. So they clamp shut, and and when you squeeze them, you can shut it there. And then that'll stay shut.
It'll lock. Okay, got it.
Lock it there and let it, and that'll stay, and then you just squeeze it and it pops open. And that's how you open them up.
Easy.
Right, so,
and it's really easy, too, to use. I was thinking that they would be a little bit stickier, like maybe pliers or something, but they're not. They're really nice and easy. That spring works really well. And by the way, for this price, $26.98, and you're getting a set of two, use one outside, maybe. Take one to your yard and use it to cut your plants and your roses, and then have one in your kitchen for your food.
I'm glad you said that. You get two. I know it says kitchen shears on there, but really, one for your garden, one for your kitchen.
Totally.
Okay, I would keep one because when you're in your garden, and even if you're just, say, deadheading maybe your plants at home and you want to get in there and just get that one maybe flower. That was a nice flower. Here's a beautiful flower for you guys.
Thank you.
But, or if you just want to go through all of those stems at once, you see how it makes light work of something. I cut through all of those in just one single stroke. So your tomatoes, your peppers, your bell peppers, whatever you're going in for, but not just that. Let me get another pair that's around the house. Here's just a cable. So if you need to cut through something hard, wire.
Are you putting wired in your stir fry?
Well,
cardboard in there
too?
too?
Little trash bucket here, Here, this is my little catch bucket here. But you know, cardboard, listen, this is linoleum, and it'll make easy work of that. Carpeting, maybe you have a rug or something, you want to cut some off of it, or you're doing some home improvement. And let me show you, Avija, you can even take, this is a piece of sheet steel, actually. It's not even aluminum, it's just a thin piece of sheet steel, but I can cut this, and you don't worry about it getting dull because these are self-sharpening, which means that, okay, here's that piece of metal I just cut.
Yeah.
Is to sharpen them, just go like this.
And the scissors sharpen, or the shears sharpen themselves.
They sharpen themselves, and then I can come right back here and say, cut out that, you know, that recipe that you have. See, I can just kind of like push that through there. Still nice and razor sharp there.
So how do you clean these, Jeremy?
Okay, so soap and water and clean them, wipe them clean, or soap and water. Don't put shears, don't put knives in your dishwasher.
Really?
Yeah, it's never a good idea.
Okay.
Anything you cut with, any cutting, slicing thing, always hand wash those, just in general.
Good to know. I've been putting knives in the dishwasher for years. Thank you for telling me.
No! That's okay. Listen, if they go in there, they're not going to fall apart, okay? They're not going to, nothing's going to happen. But you just don't want to, like, let the water rest inside.
Got it.
Shears
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good point. Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, so is there anything you can't use these on? I mean, I just saw you cut through wire, through cardboard, linoleum even, and then you can use it on food and even paper.
Yeah, or these clamshell packages. You know,
those are tough.
David Venable calls this the devil's packaging because it's like impossible to get into. And here I could just kind of cut right into that, and then there are my batteries ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, and even things like, you know, ribbon. Listen, for Christmas time, if you're doing gift wrapping and you want to cut through that wire, things like that, it'll go right through there. Even these zip ties, you know, these are such a pain in the hand to cut. I can cut right through those little zip ties. And then again, you just store this like this, and that goes into your drawer. Whenever you need them, you put them in here, you pull them out, and they're handy, ready to go.
Really, really handy. Very nice. All right, so this is the red option right here. We also have gray. Here is navy. Navy is very popular. So yeah, on QVC.com, we also have tangerine as well. Only 80 remain in the tangerine, $26.98 for the set of 2. One for your kitchen and one for your yard. It's going to make easy work of cutting anything that you need. All right, here's a look at my top.